So the SEC just filed an interlocutory appeal to a summary judgment motion in the Ripple SEC lawsuit. And while at first it seemed like a major upwards hand for the SEC, things quickly switched into being a massive whopping drop on the head of the SEC, as it was one of the worst decisions that they have ever made in the history of the Securities and Exchange Commission. And well, let's just say the SEC got screwed, and Gary Gensler has put himself in an even worse position that he just was in a couple weeks ago. But before we jump in as to why this was the case and why this is such a bad decision made by Gary Gensler himself, let us first look at Ripple's CTO explaining the legal aspect of the SEC's file interlocutory appeal. Now, of course, over the last little while, there's been a lot of misinformation and just misunderstanding, but David Schwartz commented on the SEC's recent filing of the interlocutory appeal on the ongoing SEC Ripple lawsuit, and he clarified that the SEC has the right to move forward with the appeal as the lawsuit has yet to conclude. He also cited that while the SEC requests the court to pause further proceedings of the case until the end of the case, Ripple opposes any such exemption. Now, of course, this is so important because throughout the entire Ripple SEC lawsuit, the SEC has emphasized on their method of delaying the events and delaying the rulings for as long as possible, thus making Ripple lose the most money possible. And they do this as a tactic to pressure Ripple into some sort of settlement that they want. Ripple CTO David Schwartz also pointed out that the SEC's mission is to stop the regular proceedings of the ongoing lawsuit until the appeal has been complete. Here is the event. It says that breaking, the SEC has filed this motion to certify interlocutory appeal, and this was as a result of, on Friday, analyst Torres, which is the judge, ruling that Ripple XRP is not a security. The SEC filed a motion requesting the United States District Court in the Southern District of New York to certify for the interlocutory appeal in its ongoing legal battle against Ripple Labs. And while Judge Torres granted the regulator permission to move forward with the appeal, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse submitted his opposing claims, requesting the court to impose a stay on the pending procedures of the appeal. The CEO also shared his confidence in the unwavering status of XRP, adding that the request for appeal, even if granted, doesn't change the fact that XRP is not a security. That's not up for debate or trial, but the SEC continues to claim that Chris and I acted recklessly in believing that XRP is not a security. That's utter nonsense. One thing that Ripple's CTO provided is an insight and an in-depth analysis of the legal aspect of the appeal, and he clarified that the regulators, in this case the SEC, have the legal right to appeal as the lawsuit hasn't been concluded yet. But he did add that the interlocutory appeal is a strategy to avoid continuous disruptions of the primary case due to multiple appeals. He reiterated the significance of the appeal, asserting that multiple appeals could prolong the ongoing lawsuit. However, also shedding light on the insight of the specific situation where the SEC argues for an exemption, bypassing and pausing the further proceedings of the case till the appeal finds its conclusion. He wrote about the platforms and its CEOs' opposing views, stating that Ripple is arguing there should be no exception made, and Brad and Chris are arguing that even if the court grants the SEC the right to appeal, the case should still continue and the appeal should run in parallel. Now let's talk about why this is actually a terrible situation for the SEC, and even a top lawyer has shown why the SEC's introductory appeal of XRP's ruling was a major mistake on their end, and we're going to jump right into it right now. But it's always important to mention that I'm hosting a free XRP giveaway where anybody right now that taps the like button, subscribes with their post notifications, and shares this video will enter into win themselves some extra XRP. So just simply do this 3 steps: tap the like button, subscribe, and share the video. And once we hit 20,000 subscribers, we're going to be picking one lucky winner. That being said, let's get right back into the video. Now, in a surprising turn of events, the interlocutory appeal that was originally filed by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, also known as the SEC, against Ripple XRP's ruling has been actually criticized in a very significant misstep towards the SEC. The attorney and cryptocurrency enthusiast Greg Book expressed his belief that the SEC's decision to pursue the appeal was detrimental to the SEC's case. Now, Buick argued that the SEC seemingly misunderstood the implications of the Judge Torres ruling, which determined that sales over exchanges could not be considered investment contracts. The attorney also highlighted that the ruling did not preclude sales over exchanges from falling under investment contracts. Consequently, the SEC's selective use of statements and employee testimonies from Ripple failed to substantiate their case adequately. Additionally, Buick pointed out that the SEC failed to present any evidence of a single XRP holder who claimed to rely on Ripple to increase the value of their holdings. Despite their attempt to rely on expert testimony, this evidence was dismissed, and additionally, the SEC did not address the affidavits provided by John E. Dean, a prominent pro-XRP attorney from the XRP community. Now, there was a lot more emphasis, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the ability to go ahead and pause the video and read the rest of it, but the point is clear. The SEC definitely screwed up, and they didn't expect to get the amount of backlash that they did. And not only that, the SEC failed to actually understand and comprehend the actual ruling results, and thus was taking statements out of context, and thus by doing this interlocutory appeal, showing the court that they are insufficient into the understanding of exactly how the court system works and the rulings. Now, after seeing the tactics of the SEC and looking at the idea that they're trying to pressure Ripple into settlement, well, there's further proof on this, and I'm only going to touch a glimpse of it because I have a separate video that discusses this in more depth. But for now, let's quickly go over some brief information that has once again proved to us that really the SEC wants Ripple to settle, and this is why they're doing these appeals. Everything here is being done with the idea of prolonging the lawsuit as long as possible, making Ripple lose money, and therefore, if the SEC decided they want a settlement, which they do, well, Ripple will most likely accept some of the terms that they want and thus settle with the SEC. And that way the SEC could also come out and act like they've won the lawsuit, claiming that they got fees or whatever is in the conditions of the actual settlement. And Ripple internally knows that they got the clarity that they wanted and required. In fact, in a closed meeting here scheduled for August 24th of 2023, you can have a look at some of the main topics, and you've probably already guessed what it is because this is the Sunshine Act Notice meeting, and if you've been within the crypto space and more specifically the Ripple XRP lawsuit, you have most likely seen this before. But the topics of discussion is these following subject matters, and that is institution and settlement of objective action, institution and settlement of administrative proceedings, resolution of litigation claims, and other matters related to the examination and enforcement proceeding. What this means in reality is that the SEC is most likely going to do some internal talking that is going to be portraying of the Ripple SEC lawsuit and how they suggest it to move forward. Overall, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Very interesting time for Ripple XRP, specifically as the lawsuit takes a completely new turn for the XRP holders. But yeah, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, you subscribe, you share this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.